The rock guitar weeps stridently, drums reverberate to a vigorous beat, and the keyboards provide the electronic tenor. Funk, Bhangra, Reggae, folksy rock, metal and rap. Everything you wanted to hear and more. Welcome to the Indian pop music factory, which is today belting out a smorgasbord of sounds and new voices as its shining stars gyrate and hip-hop their way into the high-energy MTV generation. Till the late 80s, the Indian pop scene had only a few stars to boast of. In a climate not encouraging anything much original and innovative, the effervescent Goan singer Remo Fernandez struck a chord with the masses with his home-strung renditions replete with Indian flavor.
When I started out, there was no market for original music in English in India. It has changed and how, and I'm just lucky that it's happened during my lifetime, you know, because otherwise I would have been a very frustrated man.
Everybody wants to without the fear of heads. Everybody wants to without the fear of heads. Everybody wants to without the fear of heads. Everybody wants.
Things began to change in the 90s. Indus Creed, earlier known as Rock Machine, the country's leading rock band, started the search for trendy, world-class music videos with their MTV Asian Viewers award-winning endeavor, Pretty Child, from their second album, The Second Coming.
Pretty child, they're cheering away as you ride through your kingdom of sand. Lovely child.
With the videos, we've been getting a lot more. Our fan following is getting younger and younger. We have 6-year-olds and 4-year-olds running up for autographs.
Like a bird on the wing, you soar through your dreams. Let your fantasies sweep the sky.
Flush with the first success, Indus Creed started looking beyond domestic shores. Driven by the urge to make it big in the international Billboard charts, the group has pitched itself with a distinctive ethnic image and sound. Their single, Trapped, says it all.
Trapped in my body, trapped in my soul. Trapped in my body, and I think I'm getting old all alone. Strange city, hot crowded.
So we are looking at more concerts outside the country for sure. The exposure has definitely set in beyond the boundaries of India. So on that front, we're looking at tours outside as well.
Trapped in my body, trapped in my soul.
The big picture is the planet now, so you have to stand out in the crowd, and there are, I mean, tens of thousands of musicians and bands and stuff like that happening all over the place. So you have to stand out as different, and at the same time you should enjoy what you're doing, because that's part of being a musician, is to enjoy what you're doing.
But the first pop star to exploit the medium of music videos was the Desi rapper Baba Sehgal, who scored runaway successes like Thanda Thanda Pani and Dil Dhadke.
My first album, like nobody knows about it, was in Delhi. It was in 1989 with a music company called Golden Melodies. The first album was Kiss Miss. Then the trend started, means I released 5 albums from Magnasound. Dilruba, Ali Baba, Thanda Thanda Pani.
मैं 5 स्टार होटल पहली बार गया, मैंने देखा पानी से भरा स्विमिंग पूल, आया मैनेजर बोला बेटी प्लीज सर सब आपकी सेवा में मैं हाजिर हूँ, कुछ फरमाइए बोलिए क्या आपको चाहिए। ठंडा ठंडा पानी
If Indus Creed is inspiring other local English rock outfits in the country, Hindi Western pop singers are turning Desi too, in an effort to tap the local audience.
This one happens to be Alisha International #1 Wicked.
The Indian Madonna sound-alike Alisha Chinoy, known for her foot-tapping albums like Baby Doll and Bombay Girl, opted for the more popular Bhangra reggae beat in her album Made in India, launched in the market last year. The ethnically evocative video of the title song, composed by India-born, England-based music director Bidu, has put Alisha in a different pedestal. Unlike Alisha, the other top-of-the-charts crooner, Shweta Shetty, who shot to limelight with her debut number Johnny Joker, has tried to keep the Western pop element intact in her albums, Urja and the new album, stressing on lyrics and visuals that would find instant appeal with the Indian yuppie listener.
What was that? That was my new song, Bekara. I put my heart and soul and everything. There's an amalgamation of everything. There's reggae, there's techno, there's ballads, you know, and I've tried to incorporate soul and a little bit of jazz into the music, which I don't think anyone has attempted before.
As in the West, Hindi pop music too is attracting the not too successful and the lesser stars from Tinseltown. The best example is screen and television actress Suchitra Krishnamurthy, whose album Dole Dole was one of the hot-selling releases of 1995.
In today's world, singers are stars in their own right. Each singer has their own identity, you know. I feel a little tension before doing everything because I want to do well. Dole Dole has been targeted at the young, mainly the young youth of the country, and that's because I guess that is my image, which, you know, Magna Sound is pushing. But I would like it if everybody listened to my music and everybody liked it. I mean, I would like it if, you know, a 55-year-old enjoyed my music as much as a 17-year-old.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Worldwide Radio. This is the Don't You Marry Show, the show that explains to you how and why not to get hooked. Here we go with this week's special.
Where Indian pop is finding acceptance, music groups like the Bangalore-based Pulse are experimenting with newer forms of fusion.
They're more into sort of jazz, Indian sort of overtones of classical music with jazz and modern sort of music. And we decided to put in variety into this album. We called it Maya, and we decided to make every song different.
With a string of pop releases slated in the coming months, the Indian music charts might never look the same again. And more interestingly, these non-film numbers could be giving Hindi film music a stiff run for the listener's ear and money. But perhaps in the not too distant future, the new competition, spurred by the spurt of music channels in the country, could throw up talent that would find a ready place in any international hit parade.